Okay, so far we signed up for our WordPress account, we verified it through our email, and we started to create our first blog post for our online magazine. Mine's called Tech and Design, and this online magazine is going to feature our term paper essay that we already written. Okay, I've got that essay in a folder here and some images I'm going to use on my blog or my online magazine. Okay, if for some reason I happen to get back to this newer interface, you can experiment with this on your own, but I like to go to the older version, which I think is a lot better. Let's go to Settings. Up here I'm going to click on Import and Other Imports. That's sort of a weird way to get back to the original navigation that they used to use for everybody. Okay, if I click on Posts, there's that post we edited in the last video, and I'm going to click on that because I want to add some images. Okay, so you can see the title, my subtitle or my subheading, author's name, text, and references. I also, after the first paragraph, inserted a read more tag here, so that'll put all that one paragraph on the home page, and I can click to read more to see the entire article on its own page. All right, now I want to add some images. First thing I'm going to do is just add some images within this paragraph, anywhere in any of these paragraphs down here. So I can click anywhere within a paragraph, and then come up here and add media. Okay, I can, if I know where my files are, I can select them and drag them and drop them right in here, or I can click on Select Files and look for those images. There's my WordPress folder, and let's take this first image here, open, take a second to load it. All right, so that image is ready to place in my text. I can edit the image ahead of time. If I change my mind, I can delete it. If I had other images here, I could select a different image. I could change the title, maybe do something that'll help the search engine find my stuff. Baby with razor, whatever you want to call your image. I could put a caption on there if I wanted to. Alternative text, which helps people with disabilities access this. I could put a further description, and then I'm going to decide how I want this to align. I could say center, right, or left. I encourage you to align it right or left so the text will wrap around it. I can make it link somewhere if I wanted to, an attachment page, or the media file. I'm going to say media file. That way if they click on the image, it should go to its own page with just the image. Okay. Text size, I could do medium, thumbnail, which is tiny, or full size. I'm going to say medium for now, and you'll see how you can always change it in the post itself once we get it in there. I'm going to say insert into post. There we are. You can see it folds left or wraps the text. Pretty nice. I can move it around anywhere, and just like a Dreamweaver, it'll wrap the text. If I click on my image, I can also change the alignment here, line right, left, or center, and it'll correspond with a text wrap. Okay, I can also delete it if I want to remove it, and edit it. So if I click edit it, I could do some other changes here, change the size, caption, all those type of things. There's some advanced options with all kinds of things I can experiment with. Or I can come back here and edit the original image. I can crop it, all that type of stuff, or even replace it here in WordPress. Once I've done my edits, if I need to, I can update, and they should take effect here. If I click my image, you can see I can also resize it here. So if I don't like that full size or medium or thumbnail, I can resize it to whatever size I want here. Okay, pretty useful. Well, and you'll see it's quite a bit easier than Dreamweaver once you get used to this. Okay, so that's one image. Now I can also do a slideshow, a little slider of images. So I can come down here on my last paragraph of my term paper. You can put this wherever you want. Above my references, I'm going to put in a slider or slideshow. Once again, I can come up to Add Media. And there's my existing file, so I want to upload some new files for this. I I can drag them and drop them in here or select them through here. I'm going to select all these images here. Those 3 images for my slider. Open, and there we go. Okay, now this is just putting them into my media library. And I could insert them just as images, just like I did this baby one before. I don't support babies shaving themselves, so don't take that image in the wrong way. And once this image finishes here, we'll see how we can come up here and create a gallery. Must have been a big image there. I'm going to stop this one for the sake of time. Looks like I must have accidentally put a really big image in there. All right, I'm going to go to Create Gallery. And then I'm going to check the images I want to add to my gallery. I can also search for images if I have a whole bunch of them. Search by dates, names. Now if I look down here, the images I have selected to add to my gallery are also listed down here. And just like before, I can select each of these, add a caption, alternative text, description, things like that. You should do that, but I'm just going to save some time. I can say create my new gallery. Get rid of that one. Okay, there's my 3 images. Oh, there it goes. It finally came up here. And now I get to change some of the settings for my gallery. I'm going to link it to media files. And there's a couple different choices. The first choice I'm going to make is slideshow. I want this to show up as a slideshow. What size? I'm going to go for large. So a nice large slideshow. Be careful, full size. If your image is all different sizes, and that slideshow will pop around. I'm going to say large. I can make a random order if I want. I'm going to leave it in the order it is. And I'm going to say Insert Gallery. Okay. It's just good. The gallery, while I'm editing it, is just going to show up like this. We'll see what it looks like in a little while. We'll see what this gallery looks like when we preview our page. Okay. Well, I'm going to come down here at the bottom of my page just to show you another type of gallery. And you don't have to do this. You can do it however you want. You can arrange these images however you want. I'm just showing you a couple options. Going back to my Add Media, I could select existing images or I could upload new images. I'm going to upload some new images for this one. And I'm going to open to add these. We'll do one more type of gallery. These are all fun vintage ads I found online. So you should find some images that support or illustrate your essay paper. Once again, I'm going to create gallery. And I can see I have 3 images here selected from that gallery. I could label them, and alt text, caption, all that if I wanted to. Create a new gallery. There's my images for my new gallery. I'm going to make it go to a media file. And this time I'm going to do tiled mosaic. There's a couple other choices, square tiles, circles, tiled columns. I'm going to do tiled mosaic. You can do any of these you want. We already did the slideshow. This time I'm doing tiled mosaic. I want this to be medium sized. And I'm going to say insert gallery. Okay, this is just going to show up like this until we preview it. So far we've added the image by itself, the baby. We've added a slider gallery, and we've added a tile mosaic gallery. Last thing I'm going to add is a featured image. So I'm going to click up here, hit return, actually I don't need to hit return. I'm just going to click up there, and I'm going to add media. This time I want to select a featured image. Now the featured image will show up on top of your headline, okay, on top of the title of your essay. Now for this theme we're using now, it's a pretty good sized featured image. depending on if you change the theme, there's all those other themes you could choose from. Those other pre-made website layouts that you can choose from. Some of them make a huge featured image all the way across the top. Some make a small featured image to the left of your article. And you'll see how the theme we chose treats the featured image. And some of the themes don't even allow featured images. So I think I'm going to click this ice cream lady here. For my featured images, I could put captions, alternative text. And I'm going to set it as a featured image. You don't see it in here, but you'll see it once we publish it. So I'm going to go ahead and update this. Okay, it's updated. I'm going to view my post. And there we are. There's the featured image. You can see how it gets cropped in here. Certain themes crop it in different ways. There's a single image I inserted, floating left. There's a slider. Okay, so that's a pretty nice little slider there. You can do it manually, you can pause it, or else it goes at its own pace. And if I scroll down here bottom, there's that tiled mosaic layout. Now this WordPress site is responsive, so you can see how the images change size according to the window. So very useful in that respect. Okay, I can go back to my site. Once again, here's a new navigation or dashboard. I don't like it. I'm going to settings. Import and other imports. And then back to my posts. And there's my vintage advertising essay, and you'll see that the images are in there. And in our next video, we're going to see how we can add some video, and we can also create some more pages. We'll create and edit some other pages. Okay, there we are.